Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, welcome to you. You're watching another episode of Encounter. We still have with us in the studio Master Vijay Raghavan, who is the co-founder of the Center for Natural Healing and Meditation, for the Pranic Healing Foundation, and also the I Am Better Foundation. During his earlier days, he graduated in physics. He's also a member of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunications Engineers, MIETE. He's also an author of many books, namely Secrets of Karma. During the last episode, we were talking about the project Lumière Maurice 2024. Master Vijay, a very warm welcome to you again here in the studio of the MBC.
Thank you, Roshan. Thank you, MBC, again for this wonderful opportunity.
So we were talking about the project Lumière Maurice 2024. In the last clip we watched, you did mention about the Great Invocation, which is a mantra, I would say, can I call it? A mantra for the betterment of the country, but also for everyone around. What is the initiative? What is the reason for the Great Invocation?
The Great Invocation is basically a very, very powerful tool for releasing the thoughts of light, love, and power. We call it the Trinity aspect of existence. The light basically denotes wisdom. The love is the love aspect. When we talk about the light, love, and power aspect, the power is basically the will to do something. So, in the Indian tradition, these three different latent potencies or powers have been symbolically represented by three beings. The light as the creator Brahma, the love aspect as the Vishnu, and the power aspect as Shiva. It is not about a religion, but basically to make people understand that we are basically a manifestation of these three aspects of the creation. That means that within us we have the Brahma, Vishnu, and the Mahesh, the Trinity aspect of it, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, as they call it in the Holy Bible. So, when we recite the Great Invocation, it is like reawakening that original aspects that are merged within us. So, every time, for example, when I bless the country with light, that light automatically brings the power to illumine the mind. The most important aspect of our problems of today is ignorance. We call it darkness. That is why in the Upanishad we say, Asatoma sadgramaya tamasoma jyotirgramaya, where there is darkness, let there be light. So, when we talk about that light as a light that dispelling darkness, given that people have got ignorance because of which there is so much of suffering, and therefore, when we use the Great Invocation, it actually awakens the hidden potentialities within us. So, every day when we recite the Great Invocation, blessing the 1.3 million people of our country, gradually this force will automatically make the people to move towards a positive direction. You would be happy to know that this activity as of today is happening throughout the island. I can approximately estimate more than 1,000 people are involved in blessing our country at a specific time, 9 o'clock at night. Every day at 9 p.m. there are over 1,000 people, no matter where they are reciting the Great Invocation to bless our country.
So, Master, just a few minutes. For those who did not watch the episode last week, here is an excerpt of the Great Invocation.
country is actually made up of people. So when I am blessing the country, the people of the country are receiving this energy. So when I am blessing you with light, you are able to see life with clarity. You are able to see the purpose for which you are actually here on this physical plane. I am helping you to have clarity in your life, and obviously that is a good karma that I am generating. Because I am helping you to see things with clarity, obviously this good karma that I generate comes back to me manifold.
Yes.
So over a period of time, I start having clarity about my own life. Many a times people have got big confusion, even in simple things, they do not know what they should do. But when you illumine the mind of the person, gradually they start seeing things with clarity.
So you call it the Project Lumiere Maurice 2024. So what is the objective by the year 2024? I mean, you've been saying a few reasons, but what is the big dream?
The big dream is to make our country a true paradise.
But it is already a paradise. It is heaven.
But we have to make it a spiritual paradise. We have to make it a spiritual paradise, because we cannot say as of today that people are so happy as if they are living in the paradise. It is not happening. Why? Basically because we have to enlighten the people with the basic aspects of our life itself.
It is a worldwide phenomenon.
It is a worldwide phenomenon, but why do we actually focus so much on this country? Basically because, number one, the people are naturally very beautiful people, wonderful people with a very generous heart. Anytime there is a crisis, the whole country is there to support the people. Naturally, we have been blessed with resources. Naturally, we have been blessed with beautiful people. Which other country can be a role model for the world if it actually becomes a paradise?
Small Mauritius.
Easy for the people to become better and then set a role model for the rest of the world. And that is exactly how the Mission 2024 was created. That given that we have got so much of natural resources, including beautiful people, all that is required is there is certain amount of wisdom that need to be awakened. That is about it. That is why we are blessing the people with light, love and power. My teacher used to say, if you want to make the world better, you have to teach them two important things. Number one, you have to talk to them about what is called golden rules.
Okay.
The second important thing my teacher said is teach them about the existence of what is called etheric body. Now these are the two important tools that we use in the Lumiere Maurice project to awaken the people. Not that we do not know about this, but the point is putting this wisdom into a practical life. The first is the golden rule. The golden rule simply says, do unto others what you want others do unto you. In other words, if you want love, first you give love to the people. The other side of golden rule is, it says, do not do unto others what you do not want others do unto you. If I don't want to be cheated, I better don't cheat you. Why? 100%. It is so simple. It is written that what you sow is what you reap.
So it comes back to the law of karma.
You can call it law of karma, you can call it the universal law of cause and effect, that every effect need to have a preceding cause.
It's the universal truth.
It's a universal truth. It is not about a religion, it is about a universal fact that whatever that we give to the life is exactly what we can get back. So the golden rule basically talks about paying attention to every one of your thought, your speech and your words. You would have noticed that before you do anything, it always begins with the thought. Sometimes I can speak to you very nicely, very beautifully. Sometimes maybe I am doing something good to you, but in my thought, I do not have such kind of a wholesome, positive feeling towards others. So, though I am speaking nicely to you, but because the quality of my thought is not wholesome, and consequently it also actually forms a kind of a negative action from my side. So the Lumiere Maurice project, based on these two important aspects of life, one is the golden rule, second one is the etheric body, it actually forms the basis of creating a healthy society.
what is the etheric body?
You can see me
Yes.
as a physical body,
Sure.
but if you happen to be a clairvoyant, you will see something more than what you are seeing. You will see an energy that is surrounding me. Within this energy, you will see many patterns existing.
As in an aura?
We call it the aura.
Okay.
So, the etheric body in some way can be called aura, which has got many forms of patterns hidden within that. So, if I happen to be a clairvoyant, looking at you, I know exactly what kind of a thought is running in your mind. Together with the physical body, we do have what is called an etheric body. Within this etheric body, there are several energy centers. These energy centers, in the yogic science, we call it chakras.
Of course.
So, many of us know about the chakras.
Yes.
The most important aspect about the etheric body is the quality of the energy that goes into the energy body or the aura will eventually come to the chakras. For example, a person having a lot of positive thoughts over a period of time starts having this energy impregnated in the aura of the person. Over a period of time, these positive energies starts influencing the quality or the health of the chakras. So, over a period of time, a person who is habitually thinking good, habitually benevolent, starts having brighter chakras, healthier chakras. Now, remember, each of these chakras have got a physical and psychological function. For example,
Yes.
if you talk about a chakra called Mooladhara, also called the root chakra, Mooladhara actually is made up of two words, Mool and Adhar. Mool is root, Adhar is support, and therefore we call it root support chakra or root chakra.
So for those who are not aware, it's right at the
At the coccyx, at the base of the spine.
Exactly, right.
Yes.
There.
This chakra supports your musculoskeletal system. That means the strength of your muscle, the strength of your bones depends upon the health of this chakra. It supports the entire body. It is actually the chakra that is responsible for the production of blood. So, remember that together with the physical body, there is always an energy that supports. So, when we talk about the etheric body, it is very important to understand that the health of our life, whether it is physical, emotional, mental or spiritual, depends upon the health of one or more of these energy centers called chakras. So, as we start becoming aware of the chakras more, as we start becoming understanding the golden rules, obviously I pay more attention to my thoughts, my speech, my actions, and over a period of time, certainly I can make my life better.
Please tell us a bit more about the other ongoing projects at the moment.
Under the I Am Better Foundation, there are two other projects. One is called the I Am Better itself. The word I Am Better actually is more of inspiration from a very famous quote by Emily Koo. It says, every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. So, the I Am Better simply tells you that compared to what I was before, I am better today. So, when you ask somebody who is not too well and improving, what will you say? You will say, I am better. That's exactly. So, when you keep on affirming, I am better, I am better, I am better over a period of time, the power of spoken words, the power of positive thinking automatically has an impact in recuperating your health. The I Am Better Foundation has three projects, as I told you before. One is a billion minutes of EcoMind, and the second project is I Am Better. The I Am Better project is actually focusing on different segments of people. For example, in countries like India, we take the I Am Better project to schools, to primary schools and secondary schools. We also take the I Am Better project to corporates. We take the I Am Better projects to teachers. So, I Am Better project is actually tailor-made according to the audience. Now, the root of the I Am Better project again is the two aspects that I was talking to you, the golden rules and the etheric body. So, we basically tailor-make the program in such a way that even a kid can easily understand the program. Some time back, there was a group of students from a secondary school. I think they must be in the age group of about 15 to 16. The I Am Better program was actually tailor-made to address the school children, making them aware of the importance of, for example, moral values. What is the importance of honesty? What is the importance of being kind to others? What is the importance of not telling lies? It is happening in different parts of the country by way of teachers taking interest in teaching children, for example, what is called super brain yoga, which is also a part of the I Am Better program. So, like these activities are happening, but then the way we would like the project to spread, it will be beginning, I guess, beginning this year. Yes.
Wow. So, but it is also a fairly new project.
The I Am Better project in its current version is a fairly new project, yes.
So, I'm pretty sure it's going to do well in the near future.
It will be.
There's a third segment under the I Am Better Foundation.
That is Life Beyond Life. Oh, that's a very amazing project. To make people understand that life is a continuous journey. It is not just about one lifetime of activity. You as a spiritual being, as a divine spirit, you move on from lifetime to lifetime. Now, what happens between lifetime is exactly what is a puzzle for the humanity. Many a times we come across Eastern scriptures talking a lot about that. One particular thing that I can possibly share with you is contained in a very powerful mantra called the Gayatri mantra. You must have heard about it.
Yes.
The Gayatri mantra actually talks about different planes of existence. One plane of existence, we know it is a physical plane, the world that you see with your physical eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I am seeing you, you are seeing me, we are seeing our physical body, we are seeing the surroundings here, and we are seeing the planet as a whole, and the stars and the moon and so on. This is basically a physical activity. Beyond the physical activity, the Gayatri mantra talks about 7 different planes of existence. So, if you know the Gayatri mantra, we say Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Yes. Now, this is only a shortcut version. The real Gayatri talks about the 7 different planes. It says Om Bhur, Om Bhuva, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam.
These are the 7 forms.
The 7 planes. It's a 7 world by itself. So, when you say Om Bhur, it talks about what is called Bhur Loka, that is a physical plane. When you say Bhuvarlok, it talks about astral plane. When you say Swarglok, also called paradise, in the esoteric parlance we call it the mental plane. In this way, the Gayatri talks about 7 other planes of existence like Maharlok and so on. Each of these planes are a world by itself. Just like you have a physical world, you have got an astral world, you have a mental world, and so on and so forth.
A very new concept. I'm guessing viewers at home also will be asking questions. But where is all this coming from? I mean, I've never heard of anything like that before. So
it is just that it has always been there as a part of our understanding. As a part of our understanding, it has always been there. Even if you read the Holy Bible, St. Paul actually talks about planes beyond the physical existence.
So it is a fact.
It is something that is as real as you and I are talking and seeing each other. There are other planes of existence where I as a divine being, a spiritual being, do exist. For example, at night when you sleep, you dream a lot.
Happens, yes.
Many people dream a lot.
Yes.
You also have a feeling that you are traveling to different places, sometimes places that you have not even seen.
And we remember it very vividly.
Very vividly.
Yes.
Many a times you also see and speak languages that is not very common. Once in a dream, I was talking fluent Chinese. Next morning when I woke up, I wanted to recall a few words, I could not. Very strange places, strange people, strange languages. This is exactly what we call astral travel. So during the sleep, I the soul, I actually shift part of my consciousness into another vehicle called the astral body. Just like I have a physical body, I also have an astral body.
So sometimes when we sleep, we travel to places we have lived before?
It is absolutely possible. So the point to remember is that I actually am a multi-dimensional being, not just one-dimensional being existing in a mere physical plane. I simultaneously exist in several planes of existence. So when we talk about the life beyond life, it is basically a project to bring awareness to the people about the existence of different dimensions of life. So when we talk about the Gayatri Mantra, the shortcut version is there primarily because it is this version that is applicable to us directly. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, that is the 3 planes of existence. So in our current evolution, we have these 3 planes of existence that really matter to us. So that means that in the physical plane, even before I come into the womb of a mother, I live in a plane called mental plane. This mental plane, we call it as Swarglok. The word Swarg means paradise. That is why every time when somebody dies, you say the person has gone to heaven.
Yes.
Don't you say that?
Yes.
So the heaven or paradise is a symbolic of a particular plane of existence. So being in that plane, when it is time for me to start my journey in another lifetime, I come from that plane to the physical plane into the womb of a mother to start a new journey in a particular lifetime. So the life beyond life, it's very difficult for me to put everything because it's a massive subject which we can talk for months together because it is so vast. But I am trying to simply make you know what is this project about, the life beyond life. Because the moment we understand the life beyond life in its entirety, then many questions that you keep asking yourself will automatically be addressed. For example, many a times people experience lot of pain in relationships.
Yes.
Which is a very common thing, especially for example among married people, so much of tension, so much of stress. I am surprised that even in a country like India, the divorce rate is so high today because they find it incompatible.
Even in Mauritius?
It can be possible in Mauritius also.
Even
yes.
in Mauritius, yes.
Yeah. So if you look into the lives of the people, we are struggling with relationships all the time, either at home or in the workplace or everywhere. The moment you understand about the root cause of this kind of relationship imbalances, then life becomes a lot easier. Then there is a deeper understanding happening into my life, why things are happening the way it is happening. Sometimes you would have heard people say marriages are made in heaven. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Now we have to ask, if something is said in this way, it should have a meaning. Now when you say marriages are made in heaven, what does it really mean? I told you some time back, the 3rd plane of existence called Swarglok, also called paradise, is actually the heaven. Even before a soul starts its journey in the physical plane, many things are already planned for that particular soul, what it needs to do in the physical plane in a particular lifetime. That means that even before you start your journey in a particular lifetime on the physical plane, what you need to do during that particular lifetime is already been planned. In some way we call it as a destiny. Okay. What kind of person I will be meeting, what kind of environment I will be born, what would be the conditions of my physical body, all these aspects are already planned.
Who plans it?
This is again another subject that we will possibly take up in another episode.
Yes.
But the point is, things are already formulated in a very beautiful way even before you start your journey in a particular lifetime on the physical plane. That means the person to whom I am going to get married is already a part of the grand plan. So the heaven or the mental plane as we call it, there many things are actually planned for me. What kind of people I will be attracting in a particular lifetime is already planned. Now remember, in this creation there is nothing called coincidence, everything is so beautifully planned. So the type of people whom I will be meeting is already a part of this wonderful plan. So we attract people according to what is most needed for me in a particular lifetime. Remember, in the physical plane, there are only two realities. One is experience. The second thing is the lessons that we are expected to learn.
Yes.
Every lifetime, the soul is expected to learn a set of lessons by going through some experiences. What really matters is those experiences and the lessons.
All right, Master Vijay, let's hold on to this also. We will have another episode where we
Wonderful.
can talk.
It's a very big topic.
We can talk more about this
Yes,
topic.
absolutely.
We have now come to the end of this episode of Encounter. We will be talking more about life beyond life. And I'm sure Master Vijay has a lot more to share with us. Well, we'll catch you again next week for another episode of Encounter. Thank you very much.